Maps I find spectacular. So it's either with this one, domestic flights. In the US, there's a ton of people flying, which isn't very good. They only fly when you really need to. And then in Africa, there's barely anything. Same with South America, there's not much apart from a tiny bit of Brazil. China's an absolute ton too. And in Europe, there's quite a bit too. With the Canary Islands, and Spain, that's probably what's causing all this, and Hawaii there. Europe in 2100 with Europe in 2100 without and with immigration. Romania is a sad case. Why? Oh God! Was the UK going to go down like hun? Oh my God, that's the only reason. It's insane. Europe's going to be tiny. Gosh. Opinion on same-sex marriage is in the UK as the UK and the EU. Oh my God, this is terrible in the US. Oh God, what's the problem with same-sex marriage, bro? Like, it's just people who love each other, like, get out of their love life, like, their own business. Like, under 50% of people in these states support same-sex marriage. That's terrible. And even 87, that isn't enough. Like, isn't enough. We need it in the 90s at least. I mean, what, like, difference between, like, sex and normal, like, and in the Europe, like, much better, but, oh, actually, no, it's not, because in Eastern Europe, it's terrible. In Bulgaria, it's 17%, that's terrible. Oh my God, I'm completely appalled, okay. And then it says it's in the UK, but they didn't put the UK in, so yeah. People washing their hands after the loo. Right, okay. Firstly, I can't really do this service because most people who don't wash their hands won't admit it, so I'm sure it's much like people. But this is pretty bad. Like 94% Turkey and 96 in Bosnia. That's pretty clean. But Italy and yuck. God, that's not very good. That's terrible. Africa is way bigger than you think. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, no, I think it's because on the Mercator projection, the central countries look much smaller and the northern country and southern countries look really big. But actually, it's not actually true. So look at this. China, the US, and most of Europe and India can all fit into Africa comfortably. Stickiest states. Why is it? So 82% the most are likely to live there. If you're born in Texas, but in Wyoming you're very likely to move. I wish you want to be in Wyoming, bro. Like nothing going on, like a Trump supporter. Democracy Index 2024. So France is a flawed democracy. Really true. USA, mostly democracy, I think. Well, the UK is a full democracy. Australia is. Germany is. Regimes. So how is China not an authoritarian regime? Like, what? How? Bro, China's not a democracy, bro. How is Mexico like? How's that like? Yeah, like very good democracy. And they've got like the best like in the world, in my opinion. I love Mexico's president. She's such a legend. The Ottoman Empire is its greatest territorial extent. Oh my gosh, it's massive. It's like a massive long line across the borders of like on the seas of Northern Africa, and then like it's got all of this. Yeah, you see, everyone talks about the Roman Empire, but the Ottoman Empire is the big one. Like map of countries by coastline. Okay, I see here. Pretty low quality. I'm not very impressed. Yeah, true that a lot are landlocked. Not very many. I'm a bit appalled by the blurry quality. Oh, get out of here! Get out of here! Colour of highway signs in Europe. Okay, in most of Western Europe we've got blue, and Eastern Europe and Southern Europe we've got, it's a bit of a north-south divide. And it's like a northwest and southeast divide, basically. Number of amusement parks per 1 million people in Europe. Okay, so in Turkey there's barely any, and oh my God, Ukraine is literally none. I mean, like including the war, I guess. Like Turkey, like that's none. I love really likes them, but as you can see in Denmark, loads of people want to go to amusement parks, which is quite cool. This is a cool map, yeah. On a mission to create a 3D map of every national park. Oh, that's quite pretty. That's really good. You made it by yourself. That's pretty sick. Whoa, that's good. Good job, bro. Yeah. Pizza biryani from India. Okay, so it's the red ones and blue is the biryani. So as you can see, biryani by 9%, but actually it's closer than I thought because pizza's a food like from all over Europe and biryani's like a lot of food. Clear north-south divide again, similar in the one in the Europe map, where the south and the east much prefer biryani, and the north area enjoys pizza, which is really cool actually. The massive divides. Surnames in Poland of Ruthenian origin, and Russia, I think. Let's see. Okay, so east of Poland, basically everyone does, and then just as soon as you get after east, there's nothing. That's a bit weird. Okay, so this is a colonial poster saying that Portugal is not a small country. God, Angola's massive. So as you can see, the true size of Africa. Africa is massive. Europe is tiny. Angola isn't a big country for Africa. It's like a country for Africa, and it just takes over the whole of Eastern Europe. And then Mozambique, and then all these little islands. House of Representatives members by generation with number. Okay, so this. So, oh my god, this is terrible. Oh god, this is terrible. So, there's no one, Gen Z, apart from this one person. God, it's awful. Silent generation. Why are so many silent generations and boomers? Why is it mostly boomers and Gen X? Bro, what the hell? One Generation Z and 17. What? Yeah, that's weird. That's terrible, though. Bird's eye view simulation of Kiev, Ukraine, Kiev. Got a nice river. I mean, it looks like that now, probably. I mean, totally destroying it right now. But, you know. Oklahoma Railroads. Okay, this is active. Why are there so many inactive ones? Bro, there are like more dismantled ones than active ones. What the hell? Active, inactive, and dismantled. Why are there more dismantled than active railroads? Like, get rid of them, bro. The habitability, is that how you pronounce it, bro? I don't know. Of emus in Australia. This is an interesting one. So, highly suitable. Okay, this thing that showed me, because like most of Australia is desert, so it's quite hard to live there. So, yeah. But then in this area, like the sunny coast, I think the emus quite like it. So, mainly the south, not a bit random. Map of Massachusetts and Rhode Island railroads. This is similar to the other one we had earlier. So, active, inactive, and dismantled. So this is a bit better, but why are there so many dismantled ones? Okay, not many inactive. And there's still too many dismantled, but like, it's not bad as the other one. Like, as I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, no, this is as bad, but it's still pretty bad. Birthplace of Poles who have a Wikipedia article. Why are a lot of them like in this area? I swear a lot that isn't Poland at this place. Why are there so many of them like Ukraine and like Belarus? I mean, there's still loads in Poland, but like that's quite interesting to show just like where Polish people live. And there's quite a few in Russia even. I mean, there's all spread out. There aren't many in Romania, which I'm quite surprised about. Countries richer than who they gained independence with. Okay, so Luxembourg is richer than Germany. I mean, it's a microstate and always rich, and that's why they exist. Bangladesh is richer than Pakistan. Really? Really? Singapore, Malaysia. Okay, yeah, no, that's because it's another microstate. South Korea, that's richer than Japan. Really? Really? Panama is richer than Colombia. I can believe that. Per capita. And then Soviet Union, yeah, most of them are rich. Poland, did you know that Poland's GDP will probably, per capita, will probably UK very soon. Fertility rate by region of Russia. Okay, so as you can see, there's not many people have birth in the west, but compared to the east, it's a bit more, but it's still very little. Almost all of them are under 2. I mean, apart from the small republic. I mean, yeah, it's showing that Europe and Russia, that they're just like declining in population. Russia's really declining in population, but most of Europe is. Most of Eastern Europe is. Like, the Baltics, they're rapidly declining, bro. They're like losing population really quickly. But yeah, it's insane to think. They've not got much immigration, so they're going to really decrease in size, like most countries in Europe. Public toilets per capita. Okay, so I can see we've got 44. Why have we got 40? Oh no, this is by 100k population. Okay, I see. So they have 44. Why is there one toilet per 100,000 people in Mississippi and Louisiana? Like, I kind of understand. But if they're included, I don't think they're including cafes and things, because then there'd be loads. Because in the UK, for example, cafes need to have a public toilet or they can't exist. Agrarian departments change in population. Okay, -3%. So most are growing quite a lot, like 12%. Why is this state growing? Why is this one growing +12? What? Number of cars per 100,000. Number of cars per. Number of cars per 1,000 people in Europe. Okay, so I see in Poland, we've got, gosh. I mean, it's not many cars, like 480. That's don't want too many cars. Like, I've got a family of 4, and we've got one car. Most families, households have a car, but, like, they don't have too many, which is good. They don't want people to have too many cars, because it's public transport, too, which is better. So, as you can see, in Eastern Europe, because it's slightly less rich, they have less. And in Italy, and Poland, and, Finland and Estonia. I don't know why they're such big. Like, why Italy? I don't really understand. I've been to Italy. It's so like we didn't drive because my dad didn't drive. But it was so like dangerous to drive. KFC's per 1,000,000 people, okay? In Louisiana, we've got more than 21, that's a ton. Kentucky obviously is the most because, it's chicken, you know what I mean? And what have we got the least? So, there's DC, there's no KFC in DC. What? Okay, I was quite surprised because the US was like obsessed with KFC and Britain was pretty. Map of Europe after World War One. Population density in Australia and Canada. Okay, well obviously in Australia we've got barely anyone in the massive desert sands. And here on the south coast we've got like lots of people. Obviously it's not very good map because it's not like a gradient. Like in all areas no one, it's just desert. And obviously there's a ton of people here. Yeah, that's quite cool. But yeah. Canada is also equally sparsely populated. Oh my god, it's obviously no one lives here. And still quite a few people live here, but there's barely anyone in these two countries, like from the side of them. How many births outside marriage in Europe? So, 48% of babies born in the UK, the parents aren't married. What? How? I said 69%. That's huge. This is insane. What? That's kind of what. Turkey is going traditional 2.8. Personally, I'm not. It's your choice if you do whatever. But I think it's better to be married first, so you know that you're not going to break up because your parents break up. But that's pretty bad. 1936 game style. What? Oh, I see. It looks kind of cool to be honest. Not that one. This one does though. I like this. Percentage of 10-year-olds reaching advanced benchmark of mathematics achievements. Okay, so Turkey's quite good at math, same with and Lithuania, a bit of a random one. They've not got data from any countries, a bit appalling. 1% in some of these, pretty bad education system. But France, 3% compared to the UK. I swear they both have they're very similar. Normally they're very similar maps. Not this one though, touch both. Food shortages in Europe, 1918. Okay, so we've got famine in Russia, we've got this time Belgium. Why Belgium? In the UK, and obviously Spain's fine because they weren't actually involved in the war. Germany had a serious food shortage, but all of this Southern Europe and Eastern Europe they had pretty bad, which is apart from Bulgaria, they probably just didn't get involved in the war. Anyway, that's a cool note to end on. Anyway, that was really fun. I hope you have a nice day. Please subscribe because I don't have many subscribers and I'd quite like some more. Thank you. And bye! More possibilities, cause it's an LJ day. Yay!